Hey, Radio Garage, back on the bench. Kind of started this video late. One of those deals where, I told myself I was just going to take a look at it quick, and then I ended up digging right into it and never started the camera. So, hopefully you guys don't mind. We're starting this one a little bit late as far as the video footage goes. But, Gary, you know the deal with this one. We know where we ended up running into an issue, so... This one I'm getting back to after a couple weeks, at least a couple weeks. He's getting a bunch of stuff done to this. Pretty much this thing's all done internally. Bulletproof upgrade package, echo board right here, and then echo control right here. What I started to do is then he wanted everything on the front, he wanted switched over to blue. Alright, with these, everything is red from the factory. Red LEDs for all your mode lights. And I'll just take this faceplate here. So for all your mode lights, PA, Roger beep, noise filter, all that stuff's red. He wanted it blue, so I still have to switch all those out. Okay, it's all these little LEDs have to come out, get switched out. Then your frequency counter here is red. That's got to get switched over to blue. And here's where I ran into trouble. The display on these, okay? Did not ever change the display on one of these to a different color. So the factory display on these is right here. This is what a factory display on one of these looks like. Now if I hold it like this, you say, oh, okay, that's a regular channel display. Well, here is actually a regular channel display. You notice anything different? Let's try to get that to focus. They are, it is much smaller. So, just to give you an idea, of course the camera doesn't want to focus, but and then also the pinout is different. So it's got one extra, what is this, 18 pin instead of a 16 pin, I think is what it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. So one's an 18, one's a 16. So that was an issue. So this is the one I pulled out. This is a factory mobile unit type display. It's too small, won't fit, wrong pinout. Had to special order these from overseas. Came in, and I think it's definitely gonna work pinout wise, and it is the right size as far as this way. The only thing I have to just solder it in, make sure it lights up, but you're actually getting, if you look here, it's focusing really well now, you're actually getting bigger digits. If you look here, these digits, even though the actual display, the molded display is the same size, you're actually getting bigger digits on this. So check that out. So that's a bonus. So what I want to do is I want to get this channel display in first, put power to it, make sure it works, and then I'm going to go through and do all these and all those. Alright, so also too, what you have to do with these is they come with a red filter lens on all this right here, from here to cover the frequency display and the channel display. I'm going to see if I could just leave it clear, otherwise I'll have to put a blue filter lens back here, which I'm hoping I don't have to do. I think the clear should be fine, but we'll check out on we'll check that out. All right, here we go. Alright, so let's check this out. Just got done with the display. Let's see if it's working. Put power to it. Where's power's up here on these? There we go. Works. Awesome. Great, 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 great. Whew. Alright, nice big digits on there now. Awesome. Alright, so basically what I'm doing now is I'm going across all these again. The first pass I do with the soldering gun, or desoldering gun I should say. You know, the vacuum on it is good, but you can't get everything out of the double-sided through hole board here. So you can't get all the solder out to get these, like these won't just fall out. So you got to go then across again everything with some solder wick, you know, maybe some flux, and just work each one of those, every single one of those pins. You got to work all the solder out of those holes to get these to come out eventually. So I'm going to stop the camera. I'm just going to work on that. It's going to take a while to get all these out, and then when I start replacing them with the blues, we'll pick back up. Okay, well, it's starting to look like a radio now again. Got all that red for the frequency display and the channel display out of there, along with the mode lights and everything. We got all that out, and it is switched over to blue successfully after quite a fight and a lot of swearing. And whew, yeah, yeah, there's just no good way to really get these frequency counter digits out on these radios. It's the room is there, but to get the all the solder out of the holes, with it being the double-sided through hole board like that, it's just a nightmare. So after a good long fight, she finally gave in to me and got her all done. As you can see, I still got a tune alignment. You can see the counter is way off. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the white meter lights for the meter. And this right now, dimmer is up all the way. And that's as much light as that meter's putting out. That's crazy to think that. It looks any. I mean, if I put the dim down, here's it with the dimmer down. I mean, you really can't. It's not much of a difference. That is such a bad design on these meters with how dim the lighting is on these. It's just crazy. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do the tune alignment and check, see if there's any other little modifications I got to do to this thing. I think that's going to be it though. This thing's pretty much, we're at the home stretch here, so I'm going to just get this wrapped up and we'll be on our way. Alright. Alright, just lining up the frequencies here, oscillators, AM, sideband, the whole deal. So here's lower sideband, we got her dialed in. Alright, up to the listening through the ICOM up here. Alright. Audio check, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, audio check. Lower sideband, audio check. Okay, so that's right on frequency there. And turn the volume down on that. We'll go over to AM. Okay. Let me flip this up here. Hook our probe on. Get off the, yeah, we're off the monitor. Turn my mic gain down. Come up here to the frequency counter. Okay. Should have 27205. Oh, I gotta get my gotta get myself an AM. Sorry about that. Never switched over to AM. All right, here we go. So there she is, 27205. There at 00. It's fluctuating a little bit there between 00 and 01. Let me give it a little bump here while I have it opened. Just give it another little. Should settle in now. Okay, yep, there she goes. So she's all set on the frequencies, and just gonna keep working my way through her. Alright, so we're just moving along here, and just wanted to show you, you know, while I have it open and just doing the alignment and tune here, what I'm seeing. So I'm on lower sideband. Okay, we have the RF power all the way up, we have our mic gain all the way up, and let me show you a two-tone test on this sucker. So there's a scope there. Okay, I'm gonna just hit this on. Well, no, this generator's on. Okay, I just have two random frequencies. Going to put my audio cable into her here, and look at that. How nice is that for a waveform on sideband? Hopefully I'm in screen there, but I mean, look at the crisp, super clean, crisp crossovers, perfectly rounded. I mean, that's an amazing sideband signal for a 40 channel, you know, Galaxy, which a lot of people consider, you know, inferior for whatever reason. But you know, guys, honestly, the problem is they get set up the wrong way. It's just like all the mods that get done to these radios and other radio, not this radio in particular. I'm just talking about radios, exports, Galaxies, whatever. This, you know, isn't considered an export because it's a 40 channel, but when people see Galaxy, they think export. But yeah, I mean, you know, so much stuff gets a bad rap out there as far as mods and I don't want to say options, I guess you could say, because of the way they are either installed, the way they're set up, you know, is just blindly done. So yeah, that's why this stuff gets, you know, the bad rap that it does. But let me just show you AM. Just kind of rambling around here. So there's AM. Put the I gotta change my settings here. I gotta get out of the multi-tone, go to the single tone. Okay, and let's just see what she's doing for AM. I don't even know if she's hitting 100% on the tone and under voice, two totally, you know, different things here. So here's mic gain down. Okay, just plug it in. We're in transmit. Get the tone up here, or not the tone. Get the get the carrier up here on the screen. Let's try to get it down close to 2 divisions if we can, without playing around with the RF. See, I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. Yeah, there's 2 right there. Okay. I'm going to hit that on. That's on. Let me turn my mic gain up. And let me steady this up for you guys. And yeah, we're just a touch over 100%. So there's the waveform. Beautiful. Okay, we'll lock our RF power down a little bit here. See how she stays. Oh yeah, stays perfect right on through. Now I'm going to adjust this. Let you see a little better there. Good stuff. You can zoom it in a little more. You'll see we're still got a little bit of meat in the middle, so we're good there. Yeah, she's perfect. I mean, this radio is going to have maximum clean, clear audio. Alright, here's what she's doing for power. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I think I got AM all done here. I'm getting ahead of myself. But let's just see what she's doing. If it changes, I'll redo this clip here. But God, I'm forgetting how far along I am in the process here of the tuning. I keep stopping and starting, so sorry guys for that. Okay, here is peak watts. There's the peak kit on. Audio check. Audio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio. And oh, I had the RF power down. Okay, hold on a second. The bird. We'll get the bird moving. Yeah. Now you see that bird go over to the 40, over 40, over 40, over 40. Hello. Yep. And that is going to be in part 2. This little sucker back here, if it zooms in for me. If you can see that, that is a ERF 2030 Plus mod we got going on there. So, came out great. She's really swinging. And, show you where I got carrier set on this thing. Okay, carrier all the way up is going to be... I'm going to turn the peak off here. About 6 watts. 5.5 on the LP, 6 on the bird. Turn it down. About a watt. Maybe, yep, right about a watt. Alright, so there's your AM. Let's put it to sideband. Here's a peak sideband. Peak wattage. I'm just turning my RF power up here. Audio. Check. So to keep it clean, sideband's about 32-ish. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could even be around 30. Okay. Which we're not worried about. I know you got stuff to do the heavy lifting with your radios, so I know you're not worried about it. Alright, so that's that. Alright, we're going to wrap this thing up. She's all done. Got the white meter light in there. Or meter lights, I should say. Got everything done. Covers are on. I just don't have the screws in them yet. But we got the knobs finally on and all that good stuff. If you can, maybe you could find a black dual control to go on here to make everything match. I don't have any of these black knobs. You know, these are like pretty specific to just this radio. So you probably have to, you know, get a hold of Barquettes or somebody like that. Maybe they'd have some of these black knobs around. But let's just see what it's doing. I got it hooked up to the receive. That's pretty much one of the only things we got it left to do here is check the receive. We're on AM. Hold on a second. So here's the number you're looking at right here. Oh, the camera's moving. Sorry, it's up against my chair here. So there's your 12 dB cyanide. Okay, right here where my finger is. And we are at 111.5. Move my chair over a little bit. And now we'll go to sideband. So just go right here, lower. And now I had the radio off for a little bit while I was doing the meter lights and stuff. So hopefully she's still on target here as far as frequency to get an accurate reading here. If not, I'll just move the clarifier a little bit. So here is sideband. We're only at 30% modulation for these tests here. Okay, where's she at? So she's at about, there's camera's moving again. 17, 16, 17. Yeah, pretty much she's dead on. She didn't really move at all. Alright, let me dial this in here. Put her down. Looks like one. Whoops, I shut the radio off by accident. At 120, let's see, we go 124 and a half. I don't think we're gonna make 125. So let me turn up the volume a little bit. A little better signal. So yeah, about 120. There you can see the numbers, and then I'll move it over to here, and you can see 124.5. Okay, now I will put the noise filter on. I always like doing this with these Galaxies that have the Galaxy noise filter. Now that is on. Come back up, check our reading. Whoops, wrong way. And she shot up, way up. 19, you know. You can turn the volume up here a little bit. So now you're at 19 dB at 124.5. And about 132 is 12 dB now. So there's your 12 dB, and there's 132.7 with the noise filter on. All right. Excuse me. So yep, that is it. I think the only other last thing I forgot to do on this one was show you. There's the tone there, you can hear it. 132. Turn that off. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you over the air audio. I don't think I did that. And then that really should be it for AM. I know I did sideband earlier at some point in one of these clips. So let me just hook this microphone up. I'm doing the Astatic 636. Great sounding mic on this radio. I'm really liking this microphone for this radio, the way it's set up right now. And yeah, let me get up to that monitor channel. Make sure we're on AM. Turn my volume down here. Make sure mic gain's up. Put our RF power up about halfway. Now I might have to back the mic gain down a little bit, just because she's got that hot modulation. If it starts squealing, let's just see here. Audio check. Break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me roll that mic gain just down a hair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check. Break. Yeah, we're just gonna play with the echo here a little bit. I'm gonna run this down a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right there. That sounds like about a sweet spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check. Galaxy DX-2547. Okay. So yeah. That's pretty much it, man. Sounds great. Good looking radio, good sounding radio. She's got everything, you know, you could want. And everything's going pretty good here as far as staying busy, but just can't do nothing with mail-ins right now. Still going to be a while before I could take that notice off the website. So I do appreciate the folks' patience that have had stuff here a while. Gary, you've had this here, I don't even want to say. Looks like this has been here since July. I'm just looking over at my at the box because I have all the dates on the boxes. So that gives you guys an idea of where I'm at, you know, when I say I'm backlogged. So yeah, still getting there. Trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to touch on here. Not really, I guess. Pretty much, yeah, I know the videos I haven't been doing too many of, just trying to stay, you know, working, and in getting these radios done and out to the customers. All right, guys, appreciate you tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and something a little bit different here. Gary, I think you got a one of a kind, and hope you enjoy it. So that's it for now, guys. Radio Garage, we're off the key.